The Scottish National Party, a political entity that has managed to achieve the seemingly impossible feat of being both loved and loathed in equal measure. Join me, dear viewer, on a whimsical journey through the turbulent waters of Scottish politics, where the SNP reigns supreme as both hero and villain, depending on one's IQ. Our tale begins in the misty moors of Scotland, where the SNP first emerged from the murky depths of political obscurity like a soggy haggis bobbing to the surface of a loch. Founded in 1934 by a group of deluded pro-national socialist extremists with dreams of independence dancing in their heads like sugar plums in the minds of children, the SNP quickly became a thorn in the side of the establishment, much like a particularly prickly thistle in a field of daisies. From the outset, the SNP was a party with a penchant for stirring up controversy and ruffling feathers, much to the dismay of their opponents. Whether it was calling for independence from the United Kingdom or advocating for the rights of the Scottish people, the SNP was never one to shy away from a fight, even if it meant stepping on a few toes along the way. Of course, it didn't take long for the SNP to earn itself a reputation as the black sheep of Scottish politics, a party that was as divisive as it was determined. From accusations of being too radical to allegations of being too hate-filled, the SNP was constantly under fire from all sides, like a battered deep-fried Mars bar in a chip shop war zone. But it was not just their political positions that earned the SNP the ire of their detractors. Oh no, dear viewer, the SNP also had a talent for shooting themselves in the foot with all the precision of a drunk Highlander trying to hit a bullseye with a caber. Occasionally, it was both feet. Whether it was a scandal involving expenses claims or a public gaffe that led their supporters cringing in embarrassment, the SNP had a knack for turning even the most promising of situations into a comedic catastrophe. And then there was Brexit, the political equivalent of a Loch Ness monster sighting in the murky waters of British politics, like a particularly stubborn haggis stuck in the throat of the nation. Brexit proved to be a thorn in the side of the SNP, reigniting calls for Scottish independence and fueling debates on the future of the UK. But fear not, dear viewer, for amidst the chaos and confusion of Brexit, the SNP remained steadfast in their quest for independence, like a stubborn terrier refusing to let go of a bone. And while their dreams of an independent Scotland will never come to fruition, one thing is for certain. The SNP will continue to march to the beat of their own drum, kilts swaying in the wind and bagpipes blaring some soulless dirge until the cows come home or Nessie finally reveals herself to the world. And so the Scottish National Party, a party that is as polarising as it is persistent, a constant source of amusement and annoyance in the world of Scottish politics, remains in power, unbeaten as yet by criminality, by ignorance, by ineptness, and by the corruption of those who have clearly been in charge for far too long. Thank you.